Well, you bring our special guest on, have a chat with him, find out all about him, and see what life's all about. So here they are. We've just listened to their track, which was an absolute knockout. I even forced the video onto him. How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah, introduce yourself.
I'm Richard. I play rhythm guitar.
Excellent. And the band Bridge 55.
Yeah,
Excellent. How many's in the band?
five of us.
Oh, is there more coming in? Because it looks like it.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, how many are we expecting?
Another three, I think, maybe.
Okay, cool. So we've got another. We've got another. Introduce yourself, mate.
Hi guys, I'm Joe from Bridge 55.
Lovely. What do you do in the band?
I'm the lead vocalist,
Nice.
front person. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's nice to be the front person and not be the back person, isn't it? No doubt he's somewhere polishing his drumsticks, isn't he? But I don't know.
Yeah. So drummer. He does a lot of sound for different like bands and production. So he's probably out and about doing a bit of that.
Brilliant. I believe we're waiting for someone else. So we've just played the video to the track. Absolutely wonderful. Love that. Auditorial Flowers. I always have a problem saying that for some reason. What's the story behind that? The track.
Auditorial flowers. It's about trying to start a relationship with someone and not getting that energy back. So what you do is you write about it. You talk about the emotions, and you write a piece of music to try and express how you're feeling in the form of a song. And it's saying, I've written you this message. So if something's auditorial, it's a recording of something, but then the flowers are just a gift, a gesture.
Oh, nice. Makes sense. Makes sense. No, I like it. It's got a nice groove to it. I love it. I love it. It's really good. So how did you all get together? Janice gives me some bum information sometimes. She said something about you. Are you reformed or?
Yeah, so we are 20 years reformed, well, almost 20 years. The last time that we performed um, was, about 2008, 2009, something like that. So, yeah, that was quite a, significant bit of time, really, and now seems like it's time.
Excellent. What brought you back together then? What was the impetus for that? Was it a few you all met up and had a few beers and went, "Come on, let's do it again, lads"? What caused you to get back into the game, as it were?
Cam, do you want to see what happened there?
I think just I don't know if it's like a midlife crisis or something, but I think we know what we've got, what material we've got. We know that it's good, and it just seemed like the chapter never closed. It just seemed like some of it was unfinished business. So before we get too old, why not get back together, bash it out a bit more, and see what comes of it.
Excellent, excellent. Where you all based? Where you all in the same place, or you all over, or you dispersed?
We're based in Wolverhampton.
Wolverhampton. Okay, you can't tell. You've not got a Wolverhampton twang, have you?
Mine isn't that bad now.
Am you and all that? Yeah, I did a bit of work in Bilston, and for the first few days, I couldn't understand a word they were saying. It was like going to another planet. It was ridiculous. So, I mean, really, it was really broad. Grey Pays and all that, and I was like, "What are you talking
Yeah,
about?" Yeah. Anyway, brilliant. Wolverhampton. What's it like in Wolverhampton? Chaotic.
yeah. At least it's sunny today, but apart from that,
Yeah.
it's
It's
very
all
grey.
right. It's all right down here in Somerset. Oh, it's lovely.
Are you in Somerset? Oh, there you go. He escapes. He escapes it. Down in Somerset. So how do you all practice and get together? If it sounds like you're all over the place.
So, I mean, we're in a different age now, different, like a completely modern age. So, any parts that need practicing, we're able to just press play and work through parts. We did back in February. We went into the studio. It was like 27 hours or 28 hours, and we went thrashed through
Wow.
all the catalogue and went through, and then for the final like 4 hours, I think it was, we had an engineer in there that just tracked all our parts and all those parts came back to us. I asked for them to come back separately. So then we just, well, I'd then done a little quick mix and then sent all the parts back to everybody minus their parts. So Campbell would have got his without the guitars, and he will listen to everybody else in the band and just rehearse. And then I get my parts without the vocals, so then I rehearse.
Oh wow, absolutely mega, mate. That's a mega way. Like you say, modern day now, you send files. You can even do stuff remote, can't you, and what have you? So absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
Fantastic. It's great. Modern technology is fantastic. It's got some negative sides, but there's a lot of positives. Oh, the boss lights in. Yeah, they're a bit late. You are late. It's like an hour into the show, lads. What's wrong with you? Bit of a funny one. So, how long was you together before you split?
we kicked off. I think it was about 2003, something like that, and it just moved rapidly, Kirk. It was wild. So we wrote a few tracks, and we were, kids. We were talking 13, 14, and then we entered like regional battle of the bands. Just tried to get a badge, really, just to see where we'd stand in these battle of the bands. And we won the first one, and then we did a few gigs off the back of it, that you usually get, like, oh, come and play here, come and play there. And then there was another one, and then we ended up getting some more recording time. So we wrote some new music to record with. And then that was it then, really. We just, every year or two, we would enter some form of battle of the bands to try and, well, just to measure where we were at as performers and writers, really. And yeah, we won, like, each time. It was
nice.
It's different.
And the landscape's totally changed now, because you can still do that sort of stuff, battle of the bands and do gigs and what have you. But social media's like replaced a lot of that, trying to get exposure on it. It's how have you got on with that?
Social media, yeah, something that we never used to have to compete with, really. It was all very much word of mouth, and your following was your following, and the following was just, it was, yeah, we'll talk more about that in a moment, I suppose. But back then, the following just did it for us. All we had to do was just let 1, 2, 3, 4 people know, and then that would just filter through the network. Nice. Posters would do the work. There were so many venues that were hosting live music. Wolverhampton was a huge scene, and like the West Midlands in itself it had a real good scene pushing through, and a poster would be enough. And that's where, they would have a particular style, and people would link into that and go, right, I know what I'm looking for, that I recognise that, so on and so forth. Newspapers, there was a lot of a lot of stuff that was promoted through the papers, and people would rely on that word of mouth. When someone says there was a good band, there was a good band. And you'd go and see them. But yeah, social media, it's, oh man, if you love your data, it's a good place to be, where you're using data to inform what works, what doesn't work, what people like to see. Are you going to spend 2 hours trying to chop up a video, or do people just want to see a photograph with a bit of a message? The time of the day, you really got to understand your audience. You're really thinking about constantly your audience, a lot more than just going into the studio, writing, recording, sorting out your performance and what have you. Then on top of that, you are constantly thinking about the statistics, thinking about how do you reach further than what you have. And there is a hunger to it, but it's a very unhealthy hunger, I feel. It's something that you shouldn't have to consider. But if you've got the content, it makes life a lot easier. So for us, when we come together, Campbell is a pain in the arse anyway, and on a good day, so he's always a giggle to some, like, for someone to just keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
And he's a complete joy to be around. So it helps a lot to have someone like that. I'm very much focused on, right, this is the project in hand. So yeah, there's different elements, and if you can capture those elements, it speaks true of the group, how we work and how we connect. And I think that's really vital to what you're presenting to your audience as well, especially on social media. What you see is is exactly as the band is. We could try and dress it all up, you know. We could try and be something that we're not, but then we're not being true to the audience. And when you come and see us, what do you see? Oh, we're just cardboard cutouts of these content creators. It's not that. We're just taking these bits, churning it, and just showing people what it's like.
I like it. I like it. It's interesting to talk to you guys as well, because you've been in one era of music and then another one. You know, the modern day. I've had a couple of bands on like that. That we had a band that used to tour in the 90s, and then they reformed, and their original gigs were all like universities. So that's what they used to do. They used to do like, so you know, the I forget what they're called now, but you know, they used to have a social club, didn't they, in the university? So they used to play them, and then they've come back together, and they're in the, I think they're in the 50s, and they're all doing the stuff, and it's like, must be like worlds apart from what, a bit like you were saying, posters and things like that, and it's mad really how things, but demographics have changed, the way people enjoy themselves have changed. So you know, the going out and watching bands is dwindling because people are sat in front of these all the time, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Or sat in front of these, or whatever, doing something else, and it's just, it's not the same, is it? And I don't know. I think there's still going to. I've talked about this before. I think there's still going to be a thing for it, and I think it'd be more artisan than the. I don't think the live venues will explode like they used to do, but it'll be a bit more, a bit smaller, and see how it goes from there. So anyway, absolutely brilliant. Have you had any disasters on stage in your time, either in the past or in recent times? Because I like them, because at the time it's catastrophic, but then we can laugh about it afterwards.
I did actually do something when we done an acoustic gig in a pub, didn't we, Joe? I think I had just way too much to drink. Too much to the extent that I could feel myself spinning. I just knew. Basically, I just fell back straight into an old fireplace in a pub.
Oh no!
While still holding the guitar, which I had quite an achievement there. But that was the only thing really. So try not to drink too much, basically.
Yeah, I think the same gig. Then we tried. I think we definitely tried it again. And then when you fell forwards, because I think the person who was hosting the event had you borrowed the guitar from them, and then as you went forwards, because it was a lovely Taylor, I managed to hold the bottom and spin it around, and as you went forwards that time, and the guitar was on your back for that.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
save the guitar, kill the guitarist.
Yeah.
But on that, no good story starts with that. So I had this salad. Does it? Never does it? So it's got drink involved.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. So I bet I imagine you're not as wild now as you was then, or are you? Mind you, he's got that look. He's got potential, hasn't he?
No, I think for the gig that we've got coming up, it's quite an important gig. I think it'd just be reckless of me to throw it down the drain with all the practice that we'll be doing and stuff.
Correct.
Maybe after the gig.
Do it after.
Gone are the days where enjoy it after, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's more sensible, isn't it? So you got a big gig coming up. Can you talk about it? Or is it all hush hush?
Yes. So on October the 3rd, we are performing back at Wolverhampton Arts Centre. We released the tickets, I think it was about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and we sold out a week or two ago.
Wow.
So that's that really. All we wanted to do was just get back on stage and give it back. And
awesome.
We sold it out within like 4 or 5 weeks, I think it was, something like that.
That's great. Well done. So So I keep acting back to the past, but it interests me a little bit. So you had obviously fan base back then. Have any of your original fan base sort of caught back up with you, or realise you're doing what you're doing, or have they all disappeared?
Honestly, I think that's the seed of all this is the original fan base. Obviously, we've gone on for nearly 20 years, so it won't be everybody, and we know who we'll miss. But there's been so many people reach out from the past, jumped on like Instagram and given us a message through either Facebook or any other socials. It's just been phenomenal. Just people just coming back, and when we're talking, 250 people, we know that there would be a significant amount of those that would be our original following, but we've also been made aware that there's been quite a significant amount of people that we don't know, and we're like, I think we had a meeting just to review ticket sales a few weeks ago, and everybody said, "Oh, has your lot got your ticket, got their tickets, and so and so?" And I think, yeah, a few of us were just like, "I don't think so," and we were running quite slim.
Wow.
So, yeah, yeah.
Awesome. That is absolutely brilliant to sell out like that. And it would be nice. I'm sure it's nice for them as well. There's nostalgia for. Oh, he's gone. He's gone again. He went before.
Gone. Sorry, I haven't gone. I've just gone.
Oh, it's just gone. It's just gone. No visuals. But it must be great for them as well, and from a nostalgia point of view. Oh, you used to watch these down the back together. Oh, I bet that's absolutely fantastic. You're like going to have an absolute ball, aren't you? You are going to have an absolute ball. Well done for that. Well done for that. Awesome stuff. Awesome. Oh, the question that I normally like to ask, actually, I'm going to ask you now. If there was a zombie apocalypse, which band member would die first?
It'd be Cam.
I think it'd be me.
I'd make sure of it.
I think I'm getting that vibe though. I think he'd be like, "What? Oh, okay, I'm dead."
I'd make sure of it. No, knowing my luck, I'd probably push him into something, and I'd probably stumble over, and then be me.
You get it as well. Just give him a few drinks and fall over with his guitar.
That's exactly how I'll get caught. I'd have too much to drink and I'd just trip over.
Just cut the guitar strap so you don't lose the guitar. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you borrowed it. But that's brilliant. I can see that visual of him falling over and the guitar coming around. That'd make a great video. That wouldn't it? It'd be absolutely wonderful. So what have you got going on the rest of the year then? So you've got that gig you've sold out, which is awesome. Have you got other stuff planned?
Yes. Can't say too much right now. But yeah, there's some stuff in the pipeline, and like anything really, when it's solid, then we'll be able to put it out there on the socials. And yeah, but no, we love it. We do love it. The response that we're getting on the socials it affirms all the work that we are doing. So
yeah, it's nice when it works, doesn't it? Because since Christmas, I've put a lot of effort in. I've totally changed the way I'm doing because my socials were all over the place. It was a bit of me doing stuff and whatever. Now it's all these like snippets of this and band stuff and everything. And as a result, it's gone like that. So and it's nice when you put stuff out there and you get like, oh, I've got 200 views. What's going on? But then next thing you've got 2,000 or whatever, and it's nice when it works. You get a good feeling with it. It's actually spot on. So who else is in the band then? We've mentioned the drummer. Have you got who else is in the band?
So Luke's our drummer. We have Willis on bass.
Yeah.
And Sam on lead guitar. And yeah, just a lovely bunch of guys. All of us coming back together, and we just sort of looked each other in the eye, and nothing had changed. We just spent this a load of time in the studio, and you'd imagine spending that much time with a group of people that you'd you try and cope and manage with each other. But these guys are just really humble, nice, genuine guys, and yeah, we all just cracked on just like we used to. Really, it's a really good rapport.
Yeah. Okay. I've just got a message through and I realise what it is now. So I've got a lag on the vocals because last week was using different cameras, so I had to set the lag up differently. So I'm going to have to leave this lag on while we're talking so I can put it together so it's right. Otherwise it'll be a car crash. Thanks for that, the ball slot. I will change it. You're the only one that's told us, and we're over an hour and 10 minutes into the show. So there you go. That's what happens, doesn't it? I forgot to change it back. Oh. This stuff. There we go. Excellent. I'm chuffed for you. I'm presuming that the lag when you come together and you say, because you've sort of matured, you're older now, So all the live stuff's gone on, and then you come back together. You're in a different place, mature, and if you got on well when you was younger, you've probably missed out the crap bit, haven't you? In the middle where you all got fed up with each other and hated each other.
Maybe it was a bit of a blessing, you know. Maybe that this is the right way to have done it. We don't know. We lived a life of young up and coming musicians, and then we lived a different life of working adults and raising families, and being just honest humans. Back in the day, there was an image that was quite popular for musicians to be reckless and all of that. We were thinking about the libertines and the way that they were promoted and presented, probably supported those pathways that the likes of Pete Doherty went down. But yeah, when we stepped away, it was time to get a real job, and it's done us some really good favours. And I think that what we've learned is that decisions that we make as adults need to be really well considered. And yeah, we've missed out the mistakes, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's good. You're right. And you've come back to, like you say, you've come back together as adults, and it's a totally different time. It's amazing. I'm chuffed for you. I really am chuffed for you. It's nice to get to know what you're about, where you've been, where you're going, and what you've been doing. So absolutely brilliant. So we'll sort out. Before I forget, because I'll forget. Can you do us an artist drop so I can add it to the show? Can you say this is Bridge 55 and you're listening to Duggy Stone Radio?
Go on, Cam. You get on this one, kid.
This is Bridge 55 and you're listening to Duggy Stone Radio.
Absolutely perfect. I don't want him to die first because he was really good with that. Brilliant. Is there anything you want to talk about or get out there? Because I've obviously asked random questions and might not been specific on anything. Is there anything you want to talk about? Not to put you on the spot. I'm just thinking you might go, he never asked us about that.
I don't know, really. I mean, I think it's definitely worth recognising, like the social groups of musicians that are now happening. I think behind the scenes, which is definitely worth a mention. Like, there are lots of supporters for up and coming music now. I think more so than ever before. It's quite an exclusive sort of setting. I think back in the day, and now stepping back into it, everybody's like really welcoming. I think like there's a few people that are really championing new music. I'm pretty sure you'd be aware of like some of the groups that are floating around, but definitely I think more of that, and I think more of these bands coming together and working collectively.
Yes, agree.
There used to be a lot of competition, and I think that venues used to definitely benefit from that. But now I think as the musicians, there's a lot of solidarity there. I think it's a beautiful place to be now. There's so many bands that come forward and either they want to support or giving you advice or whatever. And I just think that that's definitely worth a mention.
Yeah, you're right, and it's like a lot of things you see. Why compete? Because there's enough people to watch you, and you don't gain anything from it, do you? And I think the more people realise in life, working together is a lot more pleasurable, and you get a lot more done than all stabbing each other in the back, and you can all work together and you're right, so you get 3 or 4 bands together, you could split the costs for travel, you could go and do a bit of a mini tour, or there's all sorts of benefits of collaborating, isn't there? And collaborating with people that put events on and what have you. So yeah, I like that. It's positive, because there's too much of it, too much competition in all walks of life.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I love it. Well, we're going to have to... I'm trying to think if there's any other questions I've got for you. Normally, Lele Records asks a really good one, which is who's got the best socks. So, because you're a bit older now, you'll have all got them for Christmas and birthday presents, won't you? So, who normally has the best socks in the band?
I think you have some flamboyant ones, don't you?
I do, Cam, but that's you come to spend Christmas at my house, and what do I get from you? Like, I will get like socks and some random gifts, like fish flops. I don't know if anybody ever come across those like fish flops,
Yeah.
and like ridiculous size shoes that he's managed to pick up from somewhere just for the sake of it. Like, and we're talking, really massive shoes, and we'll have a drink and just try them on and have a laugh, and it's just ridiculous.
Well, that's
but
what you need.
Yeah.
That's what you need. I saw some today, and they're like oversized feet as shoes, and they look like real feet, but they're just like big, massive feet, and put them on. So I
Don't give them ideas.
Probably get them for Christmas. I'm a bit like that. I sent my brother a birthday present the other day. It's one of those salt shotguns to kill flies. Do you know what I mean? Have you seen them? Brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. His wife wasn't impressed at all. And I went round to see him, and my wife and his wife are sat there going, oh, it's wonder not shooting each other. And as they looked through the window, we were both shooting each other with this shotgun thing. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Right, I'm gonna have to crack on with the show because I'll get a bollocking off Janice in a bit because I've got a lot to get through. But when you get to doing your announcements for some of your other stuff, drop us a note or come back on or drop a video to Janice and say this is what we're doing, and let us know how you get on with your sellout gig, and keep him off the sauce. Give him some zero alcohol before he goes on, and he'll be all right. He won't fall over. Or put bungees all the way around him so he can't fall. Do you know what I mean? Like a...
But thank you, Kerr.
You've been absolutely wonderful, and all the success for the future, whatever you're doing. And say hello to the rest of the band for us, and you're welcome on any time you want. So just give us a heads up and come on. Well, thank you. Thanks, lads. Absolutely mega. So go and check them out. You saw the video, and you've watched them. We've done a bit of an interview. Absolutely brilliant. I love that. I love that. It's nice, isn't it, when you talk to people that know what they're talking about, if that makes sense. Who are we going to have next? Let's play this.